Have you ever felt like life's challenges are sharp stones under your feet, making every step harder than the last? What if I told you that those very stones, those struggles are actually your greatest teachers, shaping your journey toward growth and wisdom? Welcome to the Motivation Zone at Freedom, where we explore the timeless teachings that inspire us to navigate life's challenges with clarity and purpose. Today, we're diving into a powerful story, a student monk struggling on a rocky path, and a wise master's profound lesson about patience and balance. This story isn't just about walking, it's about how we face the difficulties life throws at us. Stay with me as we unravel the hidden wisdom in every step we take, and discover how mindfulness, patience, and balance can transform even the hardest paths into opportunities for peace and growth. Let's begin this journey together. Dear friends, let me take you on a journey, a story that holds a profound truth about life. Once, nestled deep in the mountains, there was a serene monastery surrounded by lush forests and flowing streams. In this peaceful place lived a young monk, full of enthusiasm, but burdened by a daily task, carrying water from a distant spring to the temple. The path to the spring was long and treacherous, covered with uneven, sharp pebbles that seemed to bite into his feet with every step. Day after day, the young monk walked this path, his frustration growing with each journey. The pebbles were relentless, and he found himself stumbling, his feet aching, and his spirit waning. He began to question why this task had to be so difficult. Was it truly necessary to endure so much discomfort just to fetch water? One day, unable to hold back his frustration any longer, the young monk approached his master. His voice trembled as he asked, "Master, why is this path so hard? The pebbles hurt my feet, and every step feels heavier than the last. Why do I have to suffer like this just to fulfill my duties?" The master listened patiently, his expression calm and understanding. Then, with a gentle smile, he said, "Ah, my dear, the path itself is your greatest teacher. Each pebble you step on is not here to harm you but to guide you. These pebbles teach you patience as you tread carefully, balance as you steady yourself, and mindfulness as you become fully aware of each step. They are here to show you the way, not block it." The young monk was silent, his frustration giving way to reflection. The next morning, he set out on the same path, but something had changed. Instead of cursing the pebbles, he noticed them. He placed each step with care, feeling the uneven ground beneath his feet, but no longer resisting it. With every step, he began to understand his master's words. The path had not changed, but his perspective had. Dear friends, isn't life just like this pebble path? The challenges we face are not there to defeat us, but to teach us. With patience, balance, and mindfulness, even the most difficult journeys can become meaningful. Every pebble underfoot becomes a lesson, every step a chance to grow. Let us remember, the path to inner peace is not about avoiding life's pebbles, but embracing them with awareness and grace.
Dear friends, have you ever thought about how the challenges in life resemble the pebbles on the monk's path? They're small, yet they make every step feel heavier, harder, and sometimes painful. These pebbles are like the difficulties we face every day, obstacles at work, misunderstandings in relationships, or even struggles within ourselves. But here's the beauty. What if we didn't see these challenges as problems but as opportunities? Like the pebbles that test our footing, life's difficulties teach us where we need patience, balance, and awareness. They remind us that growth often comes not in smooth sailing but in navigating rough waters. It's like climbing a mountain, dear friends. At first, the rocks and steep slopes seem to block your way, but as you climb, you realize that every obstacle is helping you build strength and resilience. When we change our perspective and see challenges as lessons, they lose their power to overwhelm us. Instead, they guide us toward becoming stronger, more mindful, and more compassionate. So, the next time you face a challenge, think of the pebbles on the path. They're not there to stop you, they're there to teach you something important about yourself and your journey. Patience, dear friends, is one of the greatest strengths we can develop. Imagine trying to rush across a rocky path, you'd likely trip and fall, wouldn't you? The uneven ground forces you to slow down, to take each step carefully and deliberately. Life is no different. When we rush through challenges, trying to escape discomfort, we miss the lessons they carry. But when we approach them with patience, we allow ourselves the time to adapt and grow. Patience helps us face difficulties with calmness, like a steady tree standing tall in the wind. Think of a river flowing over stones, smoothing them over time. Think of a river flowing over stones, smoothing them over time. That's what patience does for us. It softens the sharp edges of frustration and helps us move through life's challenges with grace. It reminds us that every step, no matter how small or difficult, brings us closer to our goals. So, dear friends, let us walk the rocky paths of life with patience. Let the pebbles beneath our feet teach us to slow down, to adapt, and to embrace the journey. Because in the end, it's not the destination but the steps we take along the way that truly matter. Dear friends, think of balancing on uneven pebbles. Each step requires you to adjust, to lean slightly here or there, finding your center amidst the instability. Life is much the same. It's not about walking a perfectly straight line but about adapting to the moment, just like the monk on his rocky path. In Buddhism, this idea of balance is described as the middle way, a path of moderation. It teaches us to avoid the extremes of indulgence, where we seek constant pleasure, and denial, where we reject all comfort. Imagine riding a bicycle. If you lean too far to one side, you'll fall, but when you stay steady and adjust as needed, you move forward smoothly. The middle way reminds us to approach life with balance, recognizing that joy and discomfort, light and shadow, are all part of the journey. By staying centered, we can navigate life's ups and downs with grace, like a tree that sways with the wind but remains firmly rooted. So, dear friends, let the pebbles underfoot remind you that balance is not about avoiding challenges but learning to move through them with care and steadiness.
Dear friends, the Pebble Path also teaches us the gift of mindfulness, the art of being fully present in every step we take. Imagine walking along a rocky trail. If your mind drifts to thoughts of the past or worries about the future, you risk stumbling. But when your focus is on the present, you notice each stone, adjust your steps, and move forward with confidence. Mindfulness is like walking in a gentle rain, feeling each drop it lands on your skin. On the Pebble Path, it means being aware of every sensation, the coolness of the stones, the rhythm of your breath, and the sounds of nature around you. When we bring this awareness to our lives, even ordinary moments become extraordinary. Washing dishes can feel like a calming ritual, or sipping tea can be a moment of profound peace. Mindfulness allows us to truly live, rather than rushing through life unaware. So, dear friends, let the Pebble Path inspire us to slow down and be present. Each step we take, when done with awareness, becomes a meditation, a journey not just on the path, but into ourselves. Dear friends, have you ever wondered why challenges seem to follow us no matter where we go? Life, like the Pebble Path, is filled with moments that test us, sharp edges that slow us down and make us stumble. But what if I told you these challenges are not meant to block your way but to guide you? Think about a seed growing into a tree. It must push through the soil, face the wind, and endure the heat of the sun. Yet, it's these very struggles that help it grow strong and tall. Similarly, the hardships we face in life, the setbacks, the uncertainties, and the moments of pain are like those pebbles underfoot. They refine us, teaching us resilience and strength. The key, dear friends, is to stop seeing suffering as something to escape and start seeing it as something to learn from. Every challenge offers a lesson, whether it's patience, balance, or the ability to adapt. When we embrace life's difficulties with an open heart, we turn them into stepping stones that lead us forward. Now, dear friends, how can we use these teachings in our everyday lives? Let's explore a few practical steps. First, remember to practice patience when life feels overwhelming. Just like walking on a rocky path requires us to slow down and tread carefully, life's challenges ask us to pause and approach them with calmness. When things feel difficult, take a deep breath and remind yourself that every step, no matter how small, is progress. Second, focus on mindfulness, taking life one step at a time. When problems seem too big to handle, break them down into smaller, manageable parts. Just as the monk learned to walk carefully on each pebble, we can navigate our challenges by being fully present and taking things moment by moment. Lastly, strive for balance in how you respond to difficulties. Don't let frustration push you into giving up, and don't exhaust yourself trying to force things to change instantly. Instead, find your middle ground, like balancing on the pebbles, and move forward with steady determination. Dear friends, as we finish this journey, let us carry the lessons of the pebble path with us. Every challenge teaches us patience, helps us find balance, and encourages us to walk mindfully. These small yet profound steps transform the hardest paths into opportunities for growth and peace. Always remember, every pebble you step on brings you closer to inner peace. Walk your path mindfully, and the journey itself becomes the reward. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me today. Let's continue walking our paths with awareness, one step at a time.